about to make a play. Who the chains, tell them get about the way. Who the chains, I'm about to win the game.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Squeeze. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Josh Jacobs.
I got you, boy.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
60 or.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Yo, go! Hey, Haywood!
On 4th down, here's Stick. And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 31, check 31. Slam, slam, slam. Hey. Here we go. Motion, motion, motion. 58.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Hey, team 6, team 6. Ready.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, stick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Protein spell. Snap.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, 97 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Stick looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick, but he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Rock it. 60 or.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Easton Stick with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Raiders 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Washington's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I got him. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run with Pollard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Middle. From the rep, let's go right here. Mike.
Now Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, stand, snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Carlson able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pollard going to try the right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, Echo, let's go.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger stepping up. He's going to keep it. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, Pollard. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now stick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Black and good.
Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
14 yards. Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
80 weapon.
Off play action, it's Stick. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Stick. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Stick back to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
We can't get stopped.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively, because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Blue 30.
They'll run with Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything this